Glaive is a weapon that offers fast and fluid combos and a good mobility both on ground and on air. In this video, I will be teaching you the differences of its attack, what attacks to use and when to use them, and some combos that is useful in different situations. Keep in mind that the moves and combos that I will be explaining are the enhanced moves of Glaive, meaning you need the red Kinsect buff to use these set moves. First things first, we will be tackling different types of attacks in Glaive. We'll be starting off with the easiest, aerial attacks. Glaive have 5 different aerial moves: mid-air evade, strong jumping slash, strong jumping advancing slash, descending thrust, and mid-air clutch attack. Mid-air evade is a move mainly used for mobility and by the name implies evasion in mid-air. This being said, this move is pretty much a core move for players who love playing the aerial playstyle in Glaive. Though it deals no damage, this move is important for mobility. You can also link this move with other moves. However, you can only do this move once. As I mentioned earlier, this move is also used for evading. It has an invulnerability window just like rolls, hops, and foresight slash. It's actually hard to dodge an attack with this move if you are not used to it, so you need proper timing and practice using it in evading attacks. However, dodging roars in this move is much easier than dodging attacks. Next move is strong jumping slash. This move is a 5-hit move, and landing all of those hits is pretty hard on small monsters. This move is used to mount monsters. It's faster compared to the strong jumping advancing slash. Now you might be wondering why. In strong jumping slash or SJS, all of its hit is a mounting damage, meaning all of those 5 hit deals a mounting damage, and landing all of those 5 can deal a mounting damage around 100 to 180 or maybe higher depending on your build. While strong jumping advancing slash or SJAS is a 6-hit move, however, not all of those hits are actually mounting damage. The only mounting damage there is the final hit, where when it lands on the monster, you will be vaulted back into the air. Though if you are observant enough, you'll see that the final hit damage plays around 130 to 180 or better. So why is SJS better than SJAS? Time-wise, you wouldn't want to waste too much time flying in the air and waiting for that final hit to land, just to mount the monster. In worst case scenario, it might not land since monsters keep on moving, so SJAS is time consuming compared to SJS. So things goes like this. SJS is good if you are aiming to mount the monster instantly. However, SJAS is very effective in dealing aerial damage. SJAS is a move that favors your elemental or ailment damage, meaning all of those small digits you see are focused on your elemental or ailment damage. So if you're using an ailment weapon, this move can help you proc your ailment faster. Mounting wise, it's low, but damage wise, it's better. Next is the very new move of Glaive, Descending Thrust. It's the new cool looking and high damage dealing move of Glaive. Just like the rest of aerial moves, it's also a multi-hitted move. First, the descending damage, the marking damage, and the final slash damage. However, this move cannot be used to mount a monster, so please don't try mounting a monster with this move. This move is actually a ground damage move. Though it's an aerial move, it doesn't deal aerial damage. It is instead a ground damage, which explains why the damage in this move is high. You can control the direction of your landing with your analog stick or your WASD keys if you're on PC like me. This move is very useful when a monster is down but you are very far from it. Just use mid-air evade and link descending thrust afterwards and aim for the monster. This is a good opening move for downed monsters since it also marks the monster, allowing your Kinsect to continuously attack the monster and release powders while you continue to your usual combo. Next and last move, the mid-air clutch attack. That's also a new move added in Glaive where it gives you an option to clutch claw to a monster in mid-air. This is useful if you're trying to reach a monster pod that is hard to reach by the normal claw range. Once connected to the monster, the mechanics is the same with the normal clutch claw. Now that aerial moveset is explained properly, you now have a deep understanding on each of these moves. You can finally utilize these moves properly since you know how and when to use them. Moving on to core damage of Glaive, the ground moveset. Ground moves are very fluid. You can actually insert different moves from one another, and fun fact, if you know how to properly chain each attack, you can perform an endless combo with it. Most of the ground attacks are double hit move, and some are triple hit move. But before we talk about the moves, I would like to introduce some useful moves in ground moveset. These are Strong Thrust and Dodging Slash. I'll be explaining later why these moves are important. Now in here, it's actually simple. I'll be dividing the ground attacks into two, light attacks and heavy attacks. Light attacks are your triangle combo or left click combo, which are Strong Rising Slash combo, Strong Reaping Slash combo, Strong Double Slash, and Strong Thrust. Light attacks are attacks that favor elemental damage. These attacks are the ones that is killing your elemental damage. So if your build is elemental, you need to utilize these moves so you can dish out decent amount of elemental damage. Heavy attacks on the other hand are your circle combo or right click combo, which are Tornado Slash, Strong Wide Sweep, and Dodge Slash. Heavy attacks are the attacks that favors your raw damage. It does not scale a high elemental damage, so if your build is elemental build, don't expect that these attacks will be high. Now that we differentiated your ground moves, it is now clear which move you need to use depending on your build. So I can now tell that there is no wrong or right build in Glaive, since it's very flexible in its damage. But before we jump into combos, I mentioned earlier some important moves. I'll be explaining why these moves are actually important. First move is your Strong Thrust. This move is a good move to quickly jump into your heavy hitting combos. When you use Strong Thrust, you will skip your Strong Rising Slash in your triangle or left click combo, and you will continue to Strong Reaping Slash. This move is good to skip to your hard hitting elemental attacks. It is also a useful move to perform poke attacks. To perform this attack, you simply need to combine forward and triangle or W key and left key. Next is your Dodge Slash. This is a useful move for repositioning and refreshing your combo list. If you ever get yourself in a situation where you got too close to the monster or you are under the monster, you can use this move to reposition yourself and bring you away from the monster. Once you do this move, you can also start a fresh combo, meaning you can start your combos again with Strong Thrust, Strong Rising Slash, or Strong Wide Sweep. Pulling out this move is pretty simple. All you need is final input of any light attack. If your last move is a light attack, simply combine backwards and circle or S key and right click. However, you cannot do this attack if your last move is a heavy attack. Now, let's go to the final portion of this video, the combos. I'll be giving you different combos depending on the scenario you're in.